match for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Yo, what the world is up? My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs. Let's get into it without further ado. I got a few topics that I was working on. I was like, I had some time tonight. I ain't have a game. I ain't had this. I ain't had that. So I had some time tonight. So after the Hawks game tonight that I didn't attend, I just watched. After that, I had some time and I was like, what can I talk about? So I came up with some topics, and here's the first one. First things first, shout out to NOLA.com, man. Everybody say shout out NOLA.com. Shout out. Good times, Picune. Yeah. And so I'm going to be reading this one from here. How LSU star guard Flau'jae Johnson is eliminating $5 million of debt for Louisiana families. And this is written by, shout out to myself. What the heck? All right. Anyways, LSU guard Flau'jae Johnson is looking for one of her endorsement deals to impact more than just herself. Days ahead of Selection Sunday in the 2025 NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament, Experian announced Johnson as a company spokesperson in effort to wipe out $5 million of debt for families in Louisiana. You know what's bigger than basketball? Financial empowerment, Johnson said in the Experian commercial. Finances are tough, and Experian is helping the next generation pursue their dreams. That's why I'm excited to announce Experian is wiping out $5 million of debt for families in Louisiana. An Experian membership is not required for a chance to receive the opportunity to have the debt wiped out, and the beneficiaries will be randomly selected from the debt pool. The financial company is also wiping out an extra $100,000 of debt for every NCAA tournament win from the LSU women's basketball team. I love that Experian is giving these families financial freedom, Johnson said. It's going to open up so much opportunity for them. That's big. The Experian website also includes an explanation of why the company chose Louisiana to help eliminate debt. Some of the web pages featured facts were, 50% of Black people over the age of 18 are very or fairly worried about getting out of debt. 52% of Black people over the age of 18 also indicated that they are working hard to rebuild their credit. And Louisiana has one of the highest unbanked rates in America at 8.1%, and about 1 in 4 Black mortgage applicants are denied. Money isn't everything, but you need it to live a good life, Johnson said in another Experian commercial. The Experian app can also help you save money, save time and money, build your credit, and help you gain more knowledge in finances. Johnson is number 43 in all of college sports with an NIL ranking of $1.5 million, according to the On3 ratings. In addition to being a star basketball player, Johnson has over 138,000 monthly listeners as a hip-hop artist on Spotify. One of her more popular singles, Came Out of Beats, features Lil Wayne, which she performed at Louisiana Fest 2024 and the 2024 ESPY Awards. Johnson has a distribution deal with Jay-Z's Rock Nation label. The junior guard has been LSU's leading scorer this season, averaging a steady 18.9 points per night. She was shut down at the end of the regular season and throughout the SEC tournament with a lower body injury, but head coach Kim Mulkey said that she expects her to be ready to play in the NCAA tournament. The Tigers will find out where their national postseason journey begins on March 16th. So, man, first things first, salute to Flau'jae, man. Shout out Flau'jae for sure. Giving back to the community and finding a way to have meaningful partnerships. It's one thing to have partnerships and NIL agreements to increase your personal wealth and your personal portfolio and all of your riches and stuff, things for yourself. But at the same time, to do it with purpose, to do it for meaning, so they're not just empty kind of riches for yourself, but something that can reflect and bounce back, be beneficial for those around you as well. And that's exactly what she's doing with helping eliminate $5 million of debt for Louisiana families in the state that, kind of took her career to the next level of sorts. Like she said, LSU was the best decision. Going to LSU was the best decision of her life. And, it's just taking her to new heights, new levels. She won a national championship there. Just her national acclaim and everything like that reached a whole nother level. She became a whole nother social status and things of that sort when she went to LSU. And just seeing her grow and mature as a businesswoman and to do a lot of the things that she told me she was going to do when she was in high school, when she said she was interested in investing, she was interested in diversifying her investment portfolio, things like real estate, things like business, and all of these are stuff she was telling me 17 when she was 17, 18 years old when I first met her and stuff like that. So to see her now growing up, becoming the young woman she is, I believe she's 21 now, and doing those things and doing them for the past couple of years already. Shout out to her momager as well, Kia, Miss Kia, and stuff like that. They're all doing a sensational job with her and her brand and moving strategically and moving smartly with the money to even partner up with a financial institution that encourages financial literacy and keeps people on track with their finances. Is just big. You know, you can get 100,000 right from a deal for something that a lot of people might consider like, I don't need this product. Like this product is useless. It's kind of more of a luxury brand as opposed to something that I could use, something a basic necessity. And I feel like financial literacy and banking up with or partnering up with this particular company is something that is useful for people and everything like that. And it, a sweepstakes and everything like that, you get to be the face of it. I think it's dope, especially if all of this stuff goes through the way that it's intended to go through, and to help the Black community in particular and the people of Louisiana it's extremely dope. So salute to Flau'jae, wise ahead of her years, and that's in large part thanks to the people around her momager, Miss Kia. And yeah, man, shout out to Amin as well. She's developing her land out in Atlanta, her first property that she's developing and stuff like that. So she's literally doing everything she told me she would: real estate, business, basketball, and of course music at the same time. As the music career is just going up, bro. She just released a Fly and B project. I ain't really tapped in with that project in particular yet, but all of her other stuff has been really good. She's gaining a fan base, gaining some motion and stuff like that in that lane as well. So I definitely have to say salute to Big Flo herself, and best of luck to her going into the tournament. As I said, we have in a couple of days coming up and stuff like that. We'll see what happens. Get well soon, Big Flo, because all college basketball fans want to see a competitive tournament. And the way to get a competitive tournament is to have you and Niece both healthy. So get well soon, Niece, as well. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the tournament next week and things of that sort. Speaking of SWAC tournaments going on right now in Atlanta, back home and stuff like that. Some pretty good games, especially on the men's side. Southern and Grambling went down to the wire where Southern forced overtime with the steal and last second dunk right before the buzzer went out and stuff like that to force overtime, but Grambling still pulled away. Shout out to King Dozier, another one of my babies, another kid I covered in high school and stuff like that over there. He's leading them as he has for the last couple of years ever since he transferred over from, I believe it was JUCO. He transferred over to Grambling State, and he's just been the face of that program. I hope he has a great last run over there at Grambling and stuff like that, and he has a good pro career wherever that is. Hopefully he can be as close to home as possible and stuff like that. But shout out to King Dozier, man. In Grambling State, Jackson State as well, another one of my kids that I covered in high school, Deshaun Ruffin and Kevion Hunt, two guys over there at Jackson State with Mo Williams and the Tigers. Shout out to Jacktown, shout out to Hines County, shout out to Mississippi, Sip Boys. And yeah, man, Deshaun Ruffin had 29 points tonight in the win over FAMU. They got a couple more games to go in the SWAC tournament. And like Blake Levine said, shout out to Blake Levine over there in Jackson on the news and stuff like that. He was like, the SWAC has opened now that Southern has lost, but the defending champions are still in it. The defending tournament champions are still in it, and King Dozier is still on that team, man. So, and that's a team that didn't only win the SWAC last year. If you guys forgot, they also won the first 4 game, and they were kind of like the talk of the NCAA tournament real early on. So, they're not going to be an easy get out because they have that experience, everything like that. Obviously, Deshaun has that experience being in the SEC and having an NBA all-star coach and stuff like that. Shaq was at the game tonight in Atlanta. Salute to Shaq. You know, I always give him a tough time when it's time to give him a tough time, but I always give him his props when it's time to give him his props. He does a lot of giving back. He does a lot of support and stuff like that, whether cameras are there or not. So shout out Shaq for showing up for his former teammate Mo Williams tonight in the Jackson State Tigers. That's my little swag tournament kind of wrap up and stuff like that. In the MEAC, I believe Diamond Johnson was just named MEAC Women's Basketball Player of the Year as expected. I was watching another live stream with the Brooklyn dude and stuff like that tonight, and they were doing a mock draft, and they had Zay Green going, and he was like, Zay Green, she could play. A lot of people might not know. I'm like, man, Zay Green, that's an HBCU product. If you know, you know. Zay been in college forever, but you know, her and Sedona Prince, but you know, I'm very excited to see where she goes in this draft and see if she can make the roster. I hope she can compete for a roster spot this year. Hopefully expansion will help that. They need to expand the rosters as well. Not just the teams, but expand the rosters. You know, I think there's only like 12 spots on each team, like expand it to 14, 15. Let's get to 15. I think that needs to be the next thing. You see the Atlanta Dream are moved their first game, their home opener against Indiana Fever, to State Farm Arena. No surprises there. They moved every game to State Farm Arena against Caitlin last season. They said they want to move more games to State Farm this year. I believe it's probably going to be, you know, teams like Vegas with Asia Wilson, and teams like Chicago Sky with Angel Reese. I'm sorry, I went blank for a second. But those are the two like huge popular teams down there and players down in the A. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, man, that's the first thing. Okay, so second thing, this is kind of
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.